party starts. Good morning, Retroverse. Good morning, people throughout the globe, the universe, and everything itself. My name is Retro Scorpion, speaking here on the Retroverse Excel channel. And how you guys doing? It's a good day. It's a wonderful day, don't you know? I know it looks dark in my room, but that's because the sun has gone behind the clouds. If anyone needs me to turn on the light, if they feel uncomfortable with the shaded room lighting, by all means, just let brother know. But all in all, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. It's nice. We got breakfast, and coincidentally, we also got lunch. So I guess you can kind of call this brunch. We got some waffles. We got some of these Eggo waffles, Lego my Eggo. Got some sliced pizza, and as a funny rhetorical treat, it's a whoopie pie. Dude, I freaking love whoopie pies, but they're so rare to get, My adopted brother has a hard time getting them, especially from that joint. So, it's nice. It's nice. So, let's get ready to say hello to some of you people in chat. We have freaking Gretty Gaming TV. He says, "Hey, Retro, what's going on?" Then we got someone named Billy L. Says, "Rachel and Rena." Rachel and Rena. Wait. Rachel and Rena. Oh, I think you're talking... When the person says Rachel and Rena, I think they're talking about the characters in this game. I think Rachel's the redhead, Rena happens to be the brown-haired boy. So, I'll look up the characters later to kind of confirm that, but all in all, we are playing Liberty Kids, the Learning Company PC game. Because I think, again, I'm still 100% sure. I'm still 100% stuck on the fact that I do know that someone 2 years ago, either on this channel or my old channel, had wanted me to play a Liberty Kids based game. And I tried to get it on emulation, but was, again, not successful. But this time, we were successful. But not emulated, it's literally by disc. So, without further ado, let's get started with a little gameplay. I actually tested this game last night. I ran some diags, aka diagnostics, and made sure the game ran perfectly, and it seems to run like smooth as butter almost. So, butter would be good on those. It's just we ain't got none. But in any case, we don't have butter, but we got the syrup. That's the maple. Is this maple syrup? Yeah, it's Utopia Original Maple Pancake Syrup. So, it's nice. I was just talking to a friend of mine on the YouTubeverse. I don't think it was Beans the last night. No, it was George, because I was in George's chat last night, George Pitts' chat, and I was sneezing up a storm. He's like, "Retro, go get some honey, Or somebody just said, go get some honey or something, right? Me, I told him I don't have honey, like any kind of honey, Like the bottled honey. And once more, I can't afford the honey. So with that being the case, it was kind of redundant. Not really redundant. It was kind of the fact, a legit fact of I can't get honey. Because the honey at the stores are really expensive. Not to mention the kind of honey they were referencing. So, the kind of honey they were referencing is something called Manuka honey or something. I'll have to look that up while I get this game running. Also need to make sure my volume on my computer is not too loud. I don't want to blow my eardrums out. Look at this. I think level 20 on that will do. Yeah, 21. Just to be on the safe side. Alright, we need to... You know what, 22. 22, yeah. 23. Okay, we're going to do that. And then, of course, I think everything's all set with the things on here. We're going to load up Liberty Kids. Unfortunately, we don't have a desktop icon, but it is one... Actually, it is in our little sidebar here, so let's grab that. Alright. So I got a couple of... 100%. This is awesome. Yes, the learning company, 100%. I remember that company, Geek.
As the end of the 18th century approaches, a tidal wave of change is poised to engulf the American colonies. There is a battle brewing to decide the fate of the colonies, as the country is split between loyalists, patriots, and those who remain undecided. Soldiers, spies, Indians, farmers, statesmen, and townsfolk have many different ideas, perspectives, and motivations behind the American Revolution. The coming years will be ones of conflict, hardship, hope, and I pray victory. The forging of a great nation cannot take place without dedication, determination, and sacrifice. Oh, and my name? My name is Benjamin Franklin. Duty calls me now to London, England, where I must wage a war of words with the British government. But I leave my Philadelphia print shop in capable hands. My assistant, Moses, whom I have taught everything I know about journalism and the running of a newspaper. Oh yes, and his two young apprentices, Sarah Phillips and James Hillen, who must learn how to work together to separate truth from hearsay, as they pursue the most complete and accurate story for the Pennsylvania Gazette. As other voices try to sway the people to their point of view, it is only by excellence in reporting that the Gazette will be a successful and compelling voice for freedom and liberty.
So they say. Damn. Y'all don't understand. This is one of the greatest things I remember as a child, you know?
As reporters, you'll have to ask the right questions and get the facts and opinions that make the most accurate and interesting story. As a matter of fact, an exciting assignment has just come in. You'll find it over on the bulletin board.
So they say, a bulletin board, eh?
This is the bulletin board. The name of your assignment is above the frame that will hold the newspaper front page.
Son of a bitch.
Select the frame, and I'll fill you in on the details of the Boston Tea Party.
Son of a bitch. The very thing we've... Excuse me. The very thing we love on this show, which is Boston Tea and Boston Tea Time, as well as the Boston Tea Party, we're gonna start with that. Perfect start, man. Let's fucking do it. Here's the thing, guys. I'm not from Boston. I don't live in Boston. I don't live in Massachusetts. I live in the state next door, New Hampshire. So, but I have kind of a Bostonian accent, so.
I just received word that a shipment of tea was destroyed in Boston. Folks are calling it the Boston Tea Party. Who knows what this may mean for the cause of liberty?
Oh boy, this is big. I bet the Sons of Liberty are behind this.
What a disgraceful waste of tea. No matter who's responsible, the British Parliament won't stand for it.
We need to find out all the details. Sarah, James, it's up to you. You need to determine the who, what, when, and where behind the tea that was destroyed. And I want thorough reporting here. Be sure to get at least 2 quotes about why people think it happened. And if at all possible, try to make one of them Samuel Adams. My instinct tells me he was involved somehow.
Samuel Adams? That would be a scoop.
The questions you need to ask are in your notebook. Remember,
Samuel Adams is our local Boston logger, by the way.
Equal more newspapers sold. Let the voice of liberty ring free and clear. Good luck, and Godspeed.
Nice horse riding, I love it.
Boston, Massachusetts Bay Colony. Finally. First, a long ride on horseback, then a 2-week voyage up the coast.
I don't think you have any cause to complain. If you want to be a reporter, you have to go where there's something to report.
Okay, okay. Let's see if someone around here knows what happened to all that tea.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I fucking love this. The fact that... I should have known that my church was the last time, Bruce. Oh, my tooth. Nope.
Some people might be too busy to talk to us right away.
If that's the case, we need to listen carefully. There may be some way we can help them so they can answer our questions.
This damn tooth. Let me tell you that. Regardless... Oh, wait, we got beans on that. This damn tooth. No taxation without representation, bro. Alright, well, alright. There's a door there? How do we... A door? No, we got... Let's go right.
I just can't understand why the people of Boston can't be grateful. After all, Parliament did drop all the Townsend taxes, except for a small tax on imported tea.
It's the principle of the thing. We've got no say in the British government at all. So why should we pay any taxes to them?
Oh, see, he's got the right idea. We go in through a door?
I'm not too sure about this. I've never been in a tavern before in my life.
As a journalist, we've got to go where the stories are. I've heard rumors that Samuel Adams met with some of his fellow patriots in this place.
Well, who the f is the boy? Wait, he met with people in a tavern? Well, there you go. Boston Lager was tributed. There you go. Doink.
Sir, we're trying to find out some information about the Boston Tea Party.
And find Samuel Adams, if he's still in Boston.
Well, I'm John Adams, and...
John Adams? The famous lawyer who defended the British soldiers after the Boston Massacre? I guess we won't be getting a patriot perspective from you.
Well, you never know. Remember, as journalists, it's important to learn all sides to the story. Sam is cautious about who he meets with these days. He's continuing to work for the cause in a house near here and not accepting visitors. Tell you what, if you'll do me a favor, I'll pass along your request to interview him. I lost the quill pen I use for writing letters to my wife Abigail. Can you find me another? You might check with Phyllis Wheatley, since she does a good amount of writing herself.
So, we have to find a pen? So we have to find a pen? 100%? Alright. Wait, no, I want... So we have to find a pen. Okay, there's a door. That's not... Damn, so we have to find a pen or
The
something.
North Church.
What a beautiful building. And I bet there's quite a view of Boston from the top of the tower.
Yeah, you can't go up there though. It's a little high up there though, you know. Let's go
These
check.
stairs must lead up to the tower.
Oh,
Let's go on up then. Ladies first.
A true gentleman would first make sure there's nothing nasty waiting at the top.
well, his
This is amazing! You could see all the way across the Charles River from here.
Perhaps others have enjoyed this very same view.
Well, hold on. What's that? What the fuck is that? That looks like a scroll of some kind.
A message on a scroll.
I mean, heaven forbid. Can we look at it? Like, I'd like the message on a scroll. Okay, so message on a scroll. What the hell does that have to do with anything? It's not even on our list of things. Okay, I think we've done all we can do here. Okay. So, that is kind of peculiar. Head down. I've been here. Bum diddy bum the bang. Let's head back. We went right. Let's go this way. Let's go left this time.
This part of the harbor is known as Griffin's Wharf. We should be able to find out something around here.
Hey, there's
Isn't that ship back there the Dartmouth? That was one of the ships sent by the British East India Company to carry tea to Boston.
Hold on, I want to talk to our friend there.
Henri, Moses asked us to find out about the Boston Tea Party. Do you know anything about it?
May we? Of course. What do you want to know?
Wait. That boy's French. 100%. Okay. Let's hit the who.
Who do you think destroyed the tea?
I'm not sure. Sorry.
What?
What actually happened to the tea?
Maybe somebody drank it.
Oh, that's not... No, I'm not taking it. When
Was the tea destroyed?
It happened a few weeks ago, I think.
I don't like that, I think. Where?
Where was the tea destroyed?
In Boston. What a silly question.
I guess we'll have to try why.
Why do you think the tea was destroyed?
Somebody hates tea. Who can blame them? I do too. Yuck.
Damn it. So, what the fuck?
Who do you think destroyed the tea?
I'm not sure. Sorry.
So what was the thing? It was, what? Hold on.
When was the tea destroyed?
It happened a few weeks ago, I think.
Damn it.
Where was the tea destroyed?
In Boston. What a silly question.
Fuck it. Save the damn thing. 100%. I hate this so much. The fact that we don't even have a prob. I think, we're gonna leave. Damn it, we don't even have anything. Let's go on that Boston.
It is the Dartmouth. Governor Hutchinson insisted that its cargo of tea from the British East India Company was to be unloaded.
But some people weren't too happy with that idea because the colonies had no say about the import tax added to the price of tea. We need to find out what happened to that tea.
100%, I agree. Enough for nothing, I can't want.
So, all the tea was on this ship?
Actually, this was one of 3 ships with tea, and all of them had their tea destroyed.
Oh shit, so there are a lot of people. Hold on, anything I should know this? Talk to this guy. Talk.
Here, what you two want? State your business.
We're reporters, doing a story on the Boston Tea Party.
And loyal British subjects, I might add. At least one of us is. We thought we might find out a few details on the ship, if we may have your permission to look around.
You'd find me in a better mood if I could get me a new bayonet. I lost me old bayonet somewhere in the kerfuffle surrounding that blame tea party. If me sergeant finds out, I'll come a cropper.
A cropper? Well, okay. So we gotta find that brother's bayonet. Is it in here?
The cabin door is locked.
Okay, so now we gotta find a freaking bayonet. God damn it, plot twist. A plot twist from hell, I might add. Alright, so we have to find a pen and some form of bayonet? I mean, alright. Let's head downtown.
It looks rather like we're leaving the city behind.
This stretch of land is called Boston Neck. It joins Boston to the mainland.
100% do not care. I just want to find my shit.
Pardon me, sir. My name's Sarah Phillips, and this is my, assistant, James Hiller.
Assistant? I'm the journalist. You've only just arrived from London.
London? I'd warrant that you may agree with me then, miss. I'd be happy to give you my opinion about these dreadful goings-on. Such a disgraceful waste of tea.
My sentiments exactly.
Would you happen to have any tea? I'm desperate for a cup. Some people are making it more difficult for us to buy it here in Boston these days.
Crap! Another dead end. We can't go that way.
It's getting pretty late. Do you think we'll find anything out here?
Let's look around a bit more. We need to find out more about this Boston Tea Party.
Wait, the bayonet might be in the woods. It's just a thought.
Well, this looks like the end of the path.
Thank goodness. My dress is getting muddy.
Oh, you poor, poor baby. That's a map.
A map of Boston, in Massachusetts.
Well, that's fine. I don't see how it's gonna help us. So, okay. So, what name? Wasn't there something we needed to grab here? That's an owl. Hoot hoot. Wait. There's gotta be something we missed on here, right? That's a dog. I had the dog. Now, what did we do wrong here? It's a black cat. Hold on, wait a minute. Head back to our port. Now, we need to find a bayonet of some kind. That's a barrel.
Barrels like this are often used for packing food on long sea voyages.
I mean, that might be the tea. It's just a thought. Alright. Shit, I'm now. So where do... Now, hold on. Did we forget anything in here? What is this?
This paper is handmade from recycled rags.
I don't even know what we're doing wrong here. So, what did we do wrong? Hold on.
Sam is cautious about who he meets with these days. He's continuing to work for the cause in a house near here and not accepting visitors. Tell you what, if you'll do me a favor, I'll pass along your request to interview him. I lost the quill pen I use for writing letters to my wife Abigail. Can you find me another? You might check with Phyllis Wheatley, since she does a good amount of writing herself.
Phyllis Wheatley. So what the where? Oh, we can't even ask that.
Sam is cautious about...
Damn it. They didn't even tell us, man. I just love how conservative they are with them information. I don't like this at all. 100%. Like, we can't even grab anything. And who's Phyllis Weekly? Yeah. So, you mean to tell me we... Hold on. There's gotta be other places, right? Wait. No, that's the tavern. What that? So... I want to go left. Right. Everything's back here. Wait, another path?
So, isn't Boston about the same size as London?
Good gracious, no. London is the largest city in the British Empire.
Well, that's nice, but not 100% sure how it helps. Sweet pea.
A milliner's shop. Milliners sew hats and other accessories.
I wonder if her business will be affected if trouble comes to the colony.
Well, let's talk to her.
Madam, would you mind answering a few questions? We're reporters from the Pennsylvania Gazette.
My, you're a long way from home then. I'd be happy to help. I'm just closing up my shop, you know, but I'm having trouble finding my best pair of scissors. I've been all over town today and could have left them anywhere. The church, that ship at the harbor.
Sure, we can keep our eyes open for them.
Damn it, another roadblock. We don't even have a pair of scissors in our damn Rolodex here. We have that, and that. Fuck. Okay. Get out the door. Can we leave? Please? Oh, my bad. Wait, do you have a pair of scissors?
We can only carry 4 items at a time.
Mother hubba. Oh, damn it. Damns it all, huh?
This part of town looks promising.
That's a rope.
Rumor has it that Samuel Adams is staying around here somewhere.
Go away. I'm busy.
That's Samuel Adams, 100%. I just debunked where he's staying, the poor bastard. Alright, so that way or that way? That way.
Hey! That's the Wheatley house across the street.
I do believe you are right.
Well, that's fine. Now what do we do?
This old barn may be sheltering a bunch of British soldiers soon.
There's the
The
bayonet.
citizens of Boston are being forced to house them, thanks to the court.
There's the bayonet, 100%.
A bayonet.
There. That's what we needed. That's actually what we needed. Now go to the boat. Nice. I love these point and clicks. And now we got ourselves a bayonet.
You'd find me in a better mood if I could get me a new...
We found a bayonet, sir. Will this do?
Oh, so you did. I'm much obliged, miss.
You saved me bacon. If you want to look around, I'll unlock the cabin for you. You can ask me some questions too, if you like. I know a thing or two, I do.
I don't know about that. We're just gonna leave. No offense, sir.
The captain's cabin. He should have just sailed back to England with the tea.
From what I understand, the captain didn't have a choice. The governor wouldn't allow him to leave, but said
We did need the scissors,
a pair of
and we did need tea.
a
100%.
canister of tea.
100% we doing good now. We on the road to steady banking. Alright, so now what do we do? There was someone that needs scissors, and there was someone that needed tea. And I know exactly where to go. No. I think it's down the road. Sorry, boy.
Would you happen to have any tea? I'm desperate.
100%.
Well, we found some tea for you. Though I feel like a traitor giving it to you. True patriots have nothing to do with tea from Britain.
Go ahead with your questions. It's about time someone asked for my opinion.
Okay. By all means.
Who do you think destroyed the tea?
Some ruffians from around here, but they were disguised.
Oh, tell me more.
It was Samuel Adams and the Sons of Liberty. I call them the Sons of Violence. They'll stop at nothing. People have been tarred and feathered for opposing them.
We should... Well... What do you guys think? Should we save it? That's good information. Let's hit save real quick.
Why do you think the tea was destroyed?
Those villains destroyed the tea because they are naughty, rebellious children, wanting their own way instead of trusting Parliament to look after them. Don't they know that colonies are supposed to serve the mother country instead of caring only about their own selfish concerns?
Nah.
Those rebels think that acts like these will force Parliament to agree to their demands. They don't understand that there are costs that come along with the benefits of being part of the British Empire.
Yeah, Dave, that's just kind of important. Where
was the tea destroyed?
I'm actually not sure exactly where the tea was destroyed.
Next.
When was the tea destroyed?
A day that I'll never forget.
Tell me more, come on.
It was around the middle of December, right after I got back from my supper in the evening.
Alright, that's useful information. What action happened today?
What actually happened to the tea?
It's too hard for me even to talk about.
Oh, now we gotta press them.
All that tea, gone.
Alright. We're not even gonna say that. Sorry, sir. Sorry about these. So now let's head down this side street. We need to head to this. Ma'am, we got your scissors. Oops.
I'd be happy to help. Thank you so much. Even though orders have been down lately, I still keep fairly busy. Now, how can I be of service to you?
Let's get down to business. Let's see who.
Who do you think destroyed the tea?
I don't feel like I can tell you. Frankly, I'm scared too.
Tell me more.
The people who did it have very strong feelings about the recent taxes, and don't understand why anyone wouldn't share their views.
This is kind of useful information. The what?
What actually happened to the tea?
I don't know very much about it. Well, I know that there were 3 ships carrying the tea, and all of it was dumped overboard.
Bingo. Useful information. Nice. We also need her opinion on when.
When was the tea destroyed?
I remember when it was. It was just after I put the children to bed for the night.
Not useful information.
Where was the tea destroyed?
I don't know where. Sorry.
Y'all are pressing me hard on this one.
Why do you think the tea was destroyed?
To protest the tea tax. The taxes aren't really that high, you know. I suppose they think it's unfair to be taxed without having a voice in Parliament. I just hope no more violence comes to Boston. The tea was destroyed to make a stand for liberty from unjust laws, like taxes without a voice in government.
Motherfucker.
But since my husband died, I've had myself and the babies to care for. Liberty is all well and good, but if all this trouble affects my business and I lose the store, what will I do?
That's safe information. Okay, we got some info. Now I think that yarn
A spool of thread.
that may actually be useful. Now hold on, what do we have in our up here? Hold on. Now we have a problem. So right, let's just wait. Oh, that's still gonna take us to rope. So if that
A coil of...
I mean, heaven forbid, why rope? Wait.
All right, the kitchen. I smell freshly baked bread.
You're just like Henri. There's more to life than food.
So Envy is actually a food supplement, eh?
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have a minute to answer a few questions?
Normally, I wouldn't mind. But right now I'm a little distracted. I'm all out of paper, so I can't finish this poem I'm working on.
We have the
poem? Wait a minute. Are you Phyllis Wheatley? The famous poet who wrote those inspiring calls for freedom and liberty, even though in slavery yourself?
I am Phyllis Wheatley, and my situation is very different from most slaves. The Wheatley family treat me as a member of the family, and I am thankful to God for giving me the chance to express myself in poetry. I'm very sorry, but I really must look for some more paper.
Okay, so now we need paper. Oh crap, we dropped the paper. Hold on, back to the tavern. Right, left. I think it's right. Yep. Fuck. So we had the tavern. So we had paper. Shit. Oh wait, blink. Down that way. Down that way. Down that way. Yep, bingo.
I'm very sorry, but...
What do you mean?
I'm very sorry, but I really must look...
Here's your paper. By the way, would you happen to have a spare quill pen we could have?
Certainly. I just put one on the table. Please take...
There's that.
A quill pen. Most quill pens are made from goose feathers.
Perfect for writing something important.
Okay, nice. Awesome. Head back to the tavern. I think that's important. 100%. Alright. Tavern. Boinking.
Sam is cautious about who... Thank you. Abigail likes to be kept up to date with recent events. I'll be sure and let Sam know that you want to talk to him. So, how can I help you two?
I don't know if we should ask him, because now we have to talk to him. Okay, let's see. The who.
Who do you think destroyed the tea?
I know exactly who, but I don't know if I should say.
We gonna press you, man.
The group who did it has been known for its dedication to the rights of Americans.
What actually happened to the tea?
Well, I didn't see what happened, but I don't believe it will be usable anymore.
Alright, when?
When was the tea destroyed?
It was sometime last month, if my memory serves me correctly.
Where was the tea destroyed?
I read a report describing the whole thing. The tea crates were dumped into Boston Harbor alongside Griffin's Wharf.
That's useful information. See? Why?
Why do you think the tea was destroyed?
I'm beginning to see the reasons behind these actions.
Oh, do tell me more.
The destruction of the tea is so bold, so daring, so firm. It must have important consequences. Those involved must want Parliament to stop its unfair taxation.
I think we already got that as info, so thank you, but no thank you. I want to talk to our boy. Okay? That's who I want to talk to, right? I want to, well, hold on. How do we, is it, hold on. There! Bingo!
Some civilized lodgings at last.
I must admit that fire does feel good. The winter in Massachusetts Bay Colony can freeze the bones.
What is this guy?
I can't believe it. Samuel Adams. My name's James Hiller. I'm a reporter for the Pennsylvania Gazette.
Apprentice reporter. Excuse me, sir, but my name's Sarah Phillips, and we would like to ask you some questions if you don't mind.
Well, well. Reporters from the Gazette, eh? I trust that you are for the cause of liberty. Before I speak with you, I need you to find something for me. There's a scroll with the names of all the Sons of Liberty, including some very important and
I'm
influential
100%.
people in Boston. Ah, the missing scroll. Some important people here in Boston will be very relieved to know this hasn't fallen into the wrong hands. We need for the truth of British oppression to be heard throughout the colonies. What would you like to know?
That is 100% the first thing we grabbed. I'm not even joshing. That is the first thing we grabbed in this gameplay is that damn scroll in the church. Alright, the who. I don't think we should ask the who, because he's not going to tell us. We want to know the why, 100%. That's probably our good question there.
Why do you think the tea was destroyed?
Why? You picked the right person to ask why. To make a point. Parliament has no right trying to take away our rights to govern ourselves. We will not submit to British tyranny.
100%. Okay, let's get that when.
When was the tea destroyed?
It was destroyed at a very significant time.
Do tell a brother more.
It was the evening of December 16th, 1773. Just a few hours before the midnight deadline requiring the tea to be unloaded or confiscated in order to pay the taxes due.
Oh, I think we're done. 100% done. What is this? What is that?
A wig powderer. Many men and women wear wigs, and if your wig's looking a little dull,
you can puff some white powder on it to brighten it up.
I mean, that's nice, but I think we're all set. We pretty much done everything we can do. Are we done? How do we, sketch, what do we do? Picture.
Don't forget that before we leave, we need to make a sketch of a person or place to put in our newspaper article.
Oh, well, what better person?
Ah, yes. It's you two.
The Samuel Adams 100%. That's our boy. So, good job.
Welcome back. Did you learn anything about the Boston Tea Party?
We sure did. And you were right. There were lots of different opinions out there about what happened.
And lots of interesting people to talk to. I was surprised how strong some feelings are against the British Parliament and the King, even though we are all British subjects.
Well, as reporters, your next task is to decide which quotes you want to put in your story.
We
want our readers to get the clearest and most accurate information about the Tea Party. Head over to the editing desk on the back wall, and I'll tell you what to do next.
Editing desk, 100%.
This is the editing desk. Select a part of your story, and then choose a quote for that section.
Okay.
You'll notice that some people gave you facts, while others didn't really...
Who asked? Who was responsible for the Wait, hold on. Hold on. According to Boston Million, the people who destroyed the tea have very strong. I want to know. When you asked who was responsible, a lawyer offered it was the Samuel Adams, essentially. Boink. Besides, occurring in Boston, Henry was unable to provide a specific information about the location. Relying on printed reports, Samuel Adams believes the tea was dumped into the Boston Harbor alongside the 100%. What? Milliner knew that there were what was the reason for the dumping of the tea? Milliner knew that there were 3 ships carrying the tea, but did not know what became of it. Okay. Shit. Oh, we are idiots. We didn't get all of it, but why? Loyal said the rebels involved don't understand that. No. Mother. Loyal said, Mother stated that the tea was destroyed. Like a stand against liberty on bunk. Say the tea was destroyed. Why the tea was destroyed? According to Samuel, to make a point in Parliament. Well, hold on. It's said there that the rebels involved don't understand that there are costs that come along with the benefits. Now, say that tea was destroyed to make a stand. Yeah. the cause issue was also concerned about the violence effects on business. Yeah, why not? The tea was destroyed. No. Hey. Oh, yeah, that's our boy. Why? The lawyers said that the rebels involved don't... no. Just laws and letters without a voice. Without a voice in government. Okay, we done. 100%. Are we done? Feedback.
Feedback appears below each of your quotes.
Oh, shit. Okay. So now what do we do? Are we done? Finish up? Sketch. Oh, whoops. Print job.
Good work. If you think you have finished editing your story, go to the layout area in front of the printing press to design the front page of your newspaper.
Oh, we gonna get...
This is the layout area, where you can make your newspaper front page look just the way you want before you print it out. Choose a sketch for your front page and type in a headline.
We only have...
Publish the paper once you are finished.
We only have one sketch, right? So... Alright. Boston Tea Party. Well, we only got one thing to... well, I should say Boston Tea... Let's say Boston Tea Party. Hold on. Is it caps lock? Boston Tea Party. Explained. Aww. Boston Tea. Let's just say Tea Party explained. And then we have Tea dump. Damn it. Tea dumped. No. Just go put Boston Tea Party. It's our best. Because it fits. So. Nice. Awesome. I think we are done. 100%. Okay, print job.
You need to select a sketch for your front page and type in a headline. Go back to the layout area when you're ready to finish your news. This is the layout area, where you can make your newspaper front page look just the way you want before you print it out.
Where's the headline,
Choose a sketch for your front page and type in a headline.
We did...
Publish the paper once you are finished.
Oh. Okay. Boink. Yes, 100%.
We need to get the truth out about the Boston Tea Party. It's important that all the colonies know what's happening.
100%.
We should be as one, united in a common cause. Your story is key in making that happen. Let's get it published.
Let's see how this does, because I think
You can check out the chalkboard to see how many newspapers your story has sold. We should send a copy to Ben in London on the next ship. It'll take a couple of months to reach him, but he'll want to see how you two are doing, and hear about the news.
Nice.
Well. Not bad. Not bad at all, James and Sarah. It looks like Moses is teaching you well. Boston Tea Party, eh? I'm not sure that was the wisest thing for the Sons of Liberty to do. But what's done is done. From what I've heard, the British are sending more soldiers to Boston. They believe the colonies are in open rebellion. Representatives from the colonies have met together to decide what to do. With the colonists stockpiling weapons and gunpowder, I fear that trouble of a very significant nature is brewing.
Well, James and Sarah, it's been over a year since the Boston Tea Party. It's a good thing Ben is on his way back from London. The mood in the colonies is getting ugly. I want you to be ready to go at a moment's notice.
Certainly, Moses. You can count on us.
As reporters, you'll have to ask the right
Where's
questions.
the
And
chalkbord?
get the facts
Where
and
the
opinions
f***
that
is
make
the
the most accurate
chalkboard?
and interesting story.
There should
As
be
a
a
matter of fact, an exciting aside, the chalkboard is where I keep track of how many newspapers we've sold. The better the story, the better the sales. So do your best to get as many interesting and accurate quotes as possible.
I'm not really sure of it. So, we've done the Boston Tea Party, and that's kind of the goal here. So, alright, I think we're done. We're gonna hit quit. I wonder if that. Wait a minute. See, yes. Nice. Does it save? Let's, oh. Okay, I just want to make sure it saved our game. If not, what is what it is. I'm already going, but that's cool. We did pretty good. But that's awesome. I just want to see if it actually saved our game nonetheless. Play. Yeah. Did it work? Let's see.
As reporters, you'll have to ask the right questions.
See, it actually
get the
did.
facts and opinions
Alright,
that
so
make the
it
most
did.
accurate and interesting
It
story.
actually 100% did actually save our game. So it did actually save our game. That's good. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this. This was great. And the fact is, our first thing we did was the Boston Tea Party. Well, I think a celebration is in order, whenever I can, to drink some Boston tea. Because now, we have no reason not to. So yeah, we are going to probably drink some Boston tea at some point, either today or tomorrow. I just got to see if my brother sent me the funds. If so, I actually do have a form of Boston tea in my cart, so we'll see what we can do. I'll see you guys later. Take care of yourselves. By all means, take care of yourselves.